Hello. In this video today, we're going to talk about how self-love is the shift to the abundance that you desire. So I'm Yvonne Purvis, and I'm going to share a little bit about my past today. I want to be open and so that you can see the healing that has happened and the transformation over many, many years, and how I went from rock bottom to where I am today. So I hope this video brings some alignment and maybe some truths that you're not really aware of, or you're suppressing emotions, because when we suppress, we cannot actually have a human experience in all entities of our life if we are suppressing emotions and we don't have 100% love in ourselves. So I'm, as I said, Yvonne Purvis, and when I was young, I was bullied. Started very young in school, and those experiences that happened made me be a strong woman, strong child, right? My dad always said, don't let anyone, I can't remember the words he used, but it just reinforced that I had to protect myself. I had girls want to beat me up in school, and my brother would show up with his friends and tell her whatever. I just remember a lot of episodes. Started from, like I said, in school, elementary school, where there was a guy bullying me, and I moved his chair and he fell on the floor, and I got pulled to the principal's office. Why I did this. I was a very shy girl, and I guess my actions at that time were because I couldn't speak my truth. I did something instead. And over these years, I kept being bullied on in so many ways, from girls wanting to beat me up, change schools, like have no girls friends walking to school one day, and the next day I'd have friends. I started to have stomach issues as a child. Went to see many, many doctors in the hospital. They were putting fluid into my body to find out what was wrong with me, because I had a lot of stomach pain. And the doctor said it was all in her head. And when I look back, and today I was literally found someone on Instagram a couple of days ago about strong women. And I got back into her videos today, and I started to feel very emotional. And I thought, is there something I'm still suppressing from this time that I had? And so I wanted to come on today to be here, a real woman, a woman in her 50s, a strong woman, a entrepreneur, a mom, a dog mom, a successful woman, run a very successful business online. And yet we can have these emotions that can still be stuck, which I thought I dealt with. So it's always divine timing. So as I went along in my life and got through high school, which was, again, a challenging time, and then I started getting into the entertainment industry because I started as a dancer. I think I started to feel balanced. Okay. My life was going really well. I had different shows I was in. I had an image issue though, right? So there was some conflict in how I looked from the industry, and someone saying, a producer said I was the word fat. Then I took that identity on. And these are the things that, we gravitate, we're going through. Everybody has different experiences in life. But I look back and I think, my life now, I don't know if I've really acknowledged some of the suffering, some of the things. I'm in the middle of writing a book, and the editor is asking questions. And it really came to me because I felt I didn't have an emotion. And I thought to myself, wow, okay. So I asked questions of myself. I thought, wow, I've suppressed a lot of my emotions. So as I look back in my life, it was always this, I had, boyfriends that, wanted me to be a certain way or didn't like that I was running a multi six-figure business, and he felt lower. So again, like, when you think of your partner, we want the male to have the male masculine energies. And I want to be a feminine side and the girl in the relationship and feel loved and supported so we can create together, right? And it was so apparent that I was not creating that in any of my relationships over my life. So a couple of boyfriends that I've had, and then went and married somebody for 20 years, just over 20 years, who really was, I was a strong woman. I was grounded. I had a multi-million dollar business, and he was attracted to that strength. And as soon as we married, it was then he had to bring me down and bring me down and bring me down to a point of the friends that I met, he didn't want to meet them, turned me against my family, like all these things that happened over this time. And I was taking it out on my family or my friends because I couldn't see him for his true personality, for his weakness in his life, for his not having a good relationship with his mother, that he still was in trauma and brought the trauma into our relationship. And today was like, oh, I need to come on and share this and be authentic here so we can see how I have shifted so much in my life. And today was just another level for me of more abundance for me in my own life. And I want to share this with you as well, because life, I love my life, but we can't suppress. And today it was very emotional, like really, really emotional, hearing some of her videos, this beautiful woman, because she's been with a narcissist and like 4 relationships, 2 marriages, 2 divorces. And I think, okay, well, I didn't have all that, right? Because there's always someone. When we get to compare our lives to others, we can see how much gratitude and how lucky we were for our own blessings. And what I have learned and how I look at things, though, is always from I had to learn a lot. We're either, learning or we're growing. This is the part of the life that we are all here. And we want to be experiencing life in our grandest, most divine self. And it is something that I ask myself now every day, Yvonne, are you showing up as your divine greatest self, my 7-figure self? And I know that most days I am. And then when these things show up for them, it's like, okay, it's just coming back into that remembering who you are, but also expressing that grief and allowing the grief and allowing the emotion to come up so that you can love more and be open to more abundance. And I truly, truly know that. Like, she came into my life to help me be here expressing this. And I follow another beautiful woman, and she's got this great book. She might have heard of her. She's very well known, Marie Diamond. And because, we have vision boards, and I have my vision board, and my vision board is also in my house. And she had an app, and it was weird because she said I was a healer, right? When I put in my date and birth. And then I look back and I think to myself, wow, that is sort of what I have been doing over the years with my clients. because we're always growing, we're always learning. And it's letting go of these emotions and resetting ourselves and being our best and divine self. And I kind of now feel like, see how the pieces, the people, and the things that have come into my life are shifting in me, shifting my awareness, shifting my beliefs in myself. And I'm very excited for this. So, feels very light being able to express this with all of you and hopefully inspire some of you. Because life is just is, right? It's a journey, it's a growth. And when we want more and we're calling in more, this is where we got to be open to what's showing up. And obviously, these people came into my life to get me into the next level of my life, because we can only see what we can see, right? When I talk about limitless, we are limitless to our abundance. We are limitless to everything we desire. The only limitation we have are the ones you put on yourself. And when we are expanding, when we are quantum leaping and jumping, these are the things that happen, right? So as you know, I've had 2 massive crumbles in my life from everything, the foundation, houses, relationships, money, all falling away and rebuilding 2 times, 2021 and last year, all in different areas, but similar. The homes were always part of it. Friends were always part of it. And it's this growth, right? Oh, actually, wealth was in there as well. There was money in there, the divorce, like all of that. And I just keep thinking, wow, we are so lucky to live here, right? The abundance and the gratitude of what we have now. And to know that, wow, all these things now that I am able to, not get to, but I get to look at myself and grow and help you grow, not just from your richness and your wealth and rewriting your story. This is deeper, right? Now I get it. It's all heart centered. It is all within us, and it is the heart that leads to this abundance. And if we are blocked, if we are suppressing, there is no abundance coming in. It's from our heart. Source energy, God, speaks to us from our heart. Our belief in ourself is all there is. The belief is what manifests. The belief is everything. And I feel so grateful that I have the opportunity to go deeper in myself, to raise the bar for myself and for others, to know that you can have the all. And the deep work that I do with my clients, wow, now hasn't this just shifted into a deeper level of awareness, of growth, of surrender. Surrendering is the all, right? It is the knowing that every choice we make, there's no good or bad choice. We are being directed, and you're either learning and growing or you're having beautiful wins. So just know, and as someone who was a Virgo and controlled a lot in her life from the life experiences that I had, it made me control due to being bullied in bad relationships, in controlling relationships, and verbally controlling and not a complete narcissist, but definitely someone who couldn't allow me to be myself, and quiet, my wings were flipped, right? Couldn't be me, couldn't fly, couldn't say, couldn't talk, to being full, being open, and to have to learn all of these things from the ground back up, building myself back up day by day. Abundance, learning, and most importantly, filling my heart with my own self-love, because we don't need anything. When you need something, that means that you're not enough. It means that you don't have it already. Be unattached. Be unattached to all of it. The house, kids, husbands, money. When you have attachment, you are not feeling enough, that you have it all. And it's the lack of abundance within yourself. So know that you are abundant. And if you're feeling this, if this video is really opening up and making you feel, ooh, my link will be in the chat. All right, book a call. Ooh. But this is shifting now who I am, right? This is a growth that I wanted to share with all of you, to see how the identity, when we do this work, it's just like keeps going, and I am quantum jumping. I can tell it, I can feel it. It's just like, wow, it's just so fun. And yes, it's emotional because we're emotional beings, but I know I'm supported. I am supported by the greater good, by the source energy, the universe, and God. We work together and we have a partnership together. And I'm so grateful that you're here. And I really hope that this video, this podcast today, has enlightened, inspired. And I'd love to know where you're coming in from. Make sure to subscribe. That's all I have to say today. God bless. Namaste. Ciao.